All right, y'all, welcome back. This is just going to be one of those videos. There's a few of them sprinkled throughout this series where I just briefly introduce a few other resources that I'm looking into. Before I get into these, though, I did want to quickly say, thank you all for engaging, for those who comment, who like, who share, subscribe. It's much appreciated. Please be sure to do so. I am interested in other people's perspectives. However, there are certain things that I'm not going to tolerate on the channel. And hey, you have a right to your opinion, and that's fine, right? But I would just like to say, if you're going to comment, if you're going to have an opinion, hear the matter first, right? Proverbs 18:13, he that answereth the matter before he heareth it, it is a folly and a shame unto him. And I truly believe that. And I'm not saying I'm perfect in not doing that. It applies to all of us, including me. In my opinion, that's my belief. But yeah, like these videos, this series are numerous, right? And so what I'm talking about in one video, I'm probably still talking about in another, and then in another. And so my full thought, my full perspective, my full opinion, or what I conclude, you're probably not going to get from just watching one video. Okay? So where I've got people making comments about one stuff I ain't say, put words in my mouth, okay? And also in response to points that you haven't even heard wholly. That's not a good look. Maybe not do that. Just a recommendation, And if you do, as long as you're respectful, it is what it is. I'm going to say, yeah, I didn't say that. But thanks, for providing your perspective. If it gets disrespectful, you finna just be blocked and up out of here. All right. So anyway, jumping on in. I do want to shift my focus to domestic slavery and kind of what was happening here, especially when it relates to the transfer of knowledge from region to region, with regard to the ethnobotanical knowledge and systems. So I'm going to start with this resource. There's another one as well. I think it's Upon These Shores. I've actually posted that on my personal Instagram a few months ago, and I delved into it deeply, but I do want to go back and revisit that. So that's kind of one thing. And so I'm hoping that this source will kind of, maybe not, cover that, at least being able to chart movement, migration, right? There's a lot I think I can glean from this. So I'm going to check that out. What else? Oh, yes. I found this source. So excited for this one, y'all. So it's the Green Middle Ages, the depiction and use of plants in the Western world, 600 through to the 1600s. Really excited for this because this coincides with a lot of the manuscripts, right, that we kind of found earlier, and examines them a bit. And even provides, images, right? Other illustrations. Super duper cool. Even more ancient. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh gosh, I got chills. Okay, I am so excited to go into this. And then there's this one, which seems interesting. Medieval herbal remedies, which I kind of hate that they relegate it to Old English, but it's what we got. Maybe they reference some other sources in this. We'll see. We'll check it out. And then I thought this was interesting coming upon this, because I'm not just looking at, again, the small percentage of those brought over from West Africa, which one person was stating in one video that the video in and of itself completely, what did it say? I can't even remember, y'all. But he was basically saying that I'm saying there were no West African or African elements in our healing systems. And I'm like, when did I ever say that? No, sir. That didn't come out of my mouth. So, yeah, what I'm doing is making it a point to say it's not exclusively that. It's not only that, right? Our healing systems are more intricate and complex than whatever elements would have come over. And even the elements that did indeed come over and influence those systems, many of those have transformed because of the experience here, thereby becoming something completely different. Right? Right. And also, a large part of that are elements from those native to this land, in this land, on this land already, and prior to transatlantic slavery. Is that how I'm gonna have to start talking for y'all to understand what it is I'm trying to say? Because, Lord, gee, good golly. Betcha by golly, wow. Anyway, so yeah, this one going to be interesting regarding the Creek Indians, family, colonialism, all the things. We'll see how accurate, truthful, this is based on my limited knowledge. Because again, I'm not an expert, right? I just kind of know what I know, and I know that there's a hell of a lot that I do not know that I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I get that. But I'm going off what I know, okay? So just follow me for those who care to follow. You don't have to. You literally actually don't. I promise you don't. You are welcome to unsubscribe, to go on to other things that better align with what it is that you're doing in your life. I promise. I promise you don't have to be here. It's okay. And for those who want to be here, welcome. Thank you. I'm excited. Looking forward to our journey together through this exploration. And yeah, this is going to be some exciting stuff. So there's that. If you were able to access these resources, check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. And y'all be blessed.